Last night I heard the screaming, loud voices behind the wall. Another sleepless night for me.
The Spotlight on Girls television crew, Girls Voice-Trenton, decided to ask residents of Trenton what they thought about the issue.
I'm a person of domestic violence.
Okay.
My ex-husband stalked and almost killed me. So I would tell anybody, if you're in a relationship, you really don't know right away, because I've been there over 30 years being married, and it's really subtle. So you need to step back a little bit and evaluate, because it can come up on you without you even noticing about it.
I feel that, we need to give more information to the kids to empower them to make better decisions for themselves.
I think that parents definitely need to get involved and really check out to see who their daughter is dating and vice versa, who their son is dating.
I think that teen relationship violence and domestic violence are terrible, that everything needs to be done that can be done to stop that.
I think that teen domestic violence is something that is underreported. I believe it happens every day. I believe it happens all over the world, and I believe that it's glossed over by the police and the authorities because they don't really know how to deal with it.
There's no need for any type of domestic violence. If you're in a relationship, you're supposed to have love and compassion. There's no need for any type of violence in a relationship at all.
I think a lot of people don't think about it a lot, but it's a real big concern. You need to be able to talk about it, and I don't know that people are real comfortable about talking about those issues.
What are some of the warning signs that let you know that there will be violence in the relationship?
Well, I think aggressive behavior.
They could whine and dine you, and all of a sudden if they start to be overprotective and you couldn't go out with friends or whatever, those are some subtle signs.
The first warning signs may be arguments, long arguments. And
I would say when your daughter or your son all of a sudden doesn't have a social life, where the individual may start dictating to them who they can talk to, who they can talk to. So when you see your daughter holed up in a room, not having any more friends, that's definitely a sign.
It always starts with verbal abuse first.
I guess at first the relationship, the woman is very, exciting and very happy, and then towards the end she starts being really timid and quiet and just very isolates herself from everyone.
So what are some of the effects of relationship violence on women and families?
It causes the cycle to continue, that the children of battered children become battered.
Actually, in the woman, it actually can probably make her self-esteem go really low, because she might think that all the men that she will be with will hit on her and, treat her the way that they do. And with families, it could tear families apart. Children might see it and, think things about their parents because of what is going on, because they might not realize, what is going on in the relationship.
I think it destroys the family, and it has a big effect on the self-esteem of the woman.
Well, a lot of times the children seem to be a little upset or disturbed about it.
It was very dramatic for me. It was very hard. At night I would actually call my mom, my daughter, my sisters and them until I got into my apartment. And it took, I would say, maybe 2 years after that where I felt comfortable going home, doing stuff I used to do. So it does take a toll on women or men when that actually happens to you.
So what can we do as individuals to help stop domestic violence?
I think you need to educate people on it.
Awareness.
Definitely awareness. I think lack of programs. There are a lot of lack of programs to help teenagers. A lot of people assume that teenagers don't know no better, and that's a big lie.
Well, I think education. You need to empower the women, and it's not just women. It could be boys as well. But then you need to empower them with the tools that they have to be able to walk away from the situation safely.
as individuals, I think one thing that we can do is raise awareness about relationship violence.
Well, get it more out to the young ladies that there's different signs, and actually have more people who's gone through it that may help them.
Yeah.
We have to put a spotlight on it and stop pushing it under the rug.
So what can the city of Trenton do to prevent teen relationship violence and domestic violence?
I believe that the city of Trenton can, create groups that also raise awareness and, get people who have been abused to come together and create their own support groups.
You can get the young ladies more aware, and the young gentlemen, and have dialogue like what we're having right now, to see what their thoughts on it.
I I think, educate the kids in school. I think really it all boils down to them. I think a lot of times they come from maybe violence in their own homes, so they don't know any different. So they need to be educated